The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, two very important questions. Do you buy or do you rent? Also, you're looking to sell your house. Should you sell it or should you rent it out in this crazy rental market? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Do IRS threats have you spinning out of control? You are not helpless. At Attorneys Justin Clark & Associates, our goal is to lower or even eliminate your IRS debt. Call me today or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
This is a special offer from IQ Power Solar.
Stop paying high electric bills with a solar power system from IQ Power Solar. And now it's never been easier. IQ Power Solar can give you immediate electric bill relief right now when you go solar. IQ Power Solar will reimburse you for your very next electric bill. Plus, if you're a first responder, IQ Power Solar will pay your program payment for the rest of the year. Call 407-585-1018 now or visit iqpowersolar.com.
We are recording. Now we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, looking to sell your house, or even a renter, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room with my attorney advice throughout the show. Great show for you lined up today, I promise you that. If you have any questions whatsoever, I'm going to leave the phone number right here on the screen during the entire program, 407. I have a lot of phone numbers in my head, let's be honest here. Here's the phone number for the show, 407-205-0400. If you want to start the house hunt this weekend, you want to find your dream home, Dallas Lehman is standing by right now to get you pre-qualified. Same phone number, 407-205-0400. Great show lined up for you today. But first, the opening statement. The opening statement is brought to you by my very good friends. Really the best invention I've seen in real estate since we've been doing this program. Home Uplink. You got to check these guys out. Barrett and Zach are amazing. What they created I find fascinating. Barrett, Zach, tell me what you got. I have no doubt in my mind the best new product in real estate right now is Home Uplink, and I'm so happy to be joined by their very smart founders. I mean, this is a great product. Barrett and Zach are here. So tell me what Home Uplink can do for me. I'm sitting at home right now. I want to buy a house. What does Home Uplink do for me?
So basically what we do is we take all the data every single day and we consolidate it and give open houses to every single person across Florida. So if you're in search for an open house, all you have to do is type in Orlando, you type in Tampa, Miami, and it's going to come up with every single open house for that day only, give you the time, the date. It's going to give you who's hosting the open house, pictures, and how you can get in contact with those people.
There are plenty of websites you can go to where you can find out what houses are for sale. There is only one app, one website you can go to find out where we have open houses all in one place.
Yeah, and every morning we scour to make sure that the properties that are on there are still live properties, because in today's market, it's hard to find property.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really one of the toughest things.
And it's not just for consumers. This helps real estate agents as well. This is a very good friend of real estate agents.
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to help real estate agents have an online presence for their open houses, because if they're going to do the work, they should get the benefit.
Yeah, totally agree. You can do yourself a favor. Visit Home Uplink. Download the very convenient app. I'm so proud of you guys. I can't wait to watch this thing totally explode. The best new product in real estate, without a doubt, is Home Uplink. Today, the show is all about two things, very important things. Do I buy or do I rent? Secondarily, I'm looking to sell my house or I'm looking to change houses. Do I sell my house or do I rent it out and make profit every month on that rental amount? Great show lined up. We will answer those questions by asking real questions. Today on the program, great guest coming up today, people that I know very well, and every Saturday we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Today, for the first time on this show, I believe, Greg Mann is here. Greg, how are you, sir?
I'm great, thanks.
And for the 80th time, Vivian Lehman is here. Hi, Vivian, how are you? No, not 80 times, but you always say that you're nervous, even though we've done this together a lot. Are you nervous today, or you feel better?
No, absolutely not. I'm good.
Well, I mean, let's get right to it then, Vivian.
Okay.
Do I buy or do I rent? What do you think?
I think you should buy.
Why is
Always. Because the rates are still good. They might even creep up a little bit more, so take advantage of it now.
Greg, what do you think? And you do real estate on a regular real estate basis, but you also do property management, so you see both sides of it.
I do.
What do you think, buy or rent?
Buying is always the best bet, no doubt about it. But renting is a tool for new people to the area to use because the market is so extreme at the moment. A lot of them can't afford to get into the housing market. So rent is a good option in this market too.
What is it like right now if I'm someone who, I have a family, I've got 2 kids, I have a wife, and I want to buy a house. We've been renting for years. I want to go buy a home. What does that look like right now? What is the competition like when it comes to buying a house?
Fierce, to say the least. 20, 30 offers on homes.
Still.
You go to an open house, you think there's a garage sale, there's hundreds of cars outside, there's people fighting, there's escalation clauses. It's insanity. And it doesn't seem to be slowing down too much, even though the rates have moved up a little bit. It's not really adjusted it too much.
That's true.
What are you seeing, Vivian? I mean, you're down in the trenches every day as well. I'm a family guy. I want a roof over my kids' heads. I want to buy a house. What is it like?
It's crazy. I'm representing a buyer right now at $400,000. At $400,000, we had 45 offers on that
45?
house. 45. And I got beat out by the cash offer.
We were sitting here exactly this time last year. Mortgage interest rates were 2.9%. Me and your husband Dallas fought about this a little bit. I said they're going to go up over 5, and he said no, they're not. And we're at 5.2. We're at 5.2 right now. We are.
Yeah.
You would think that would maybe dissuade people from trying to buy a house.
No,
It's
my
not.
first interest rate was 12%. Now I'm dating myself, but there you go.
Jimmy Carter days, huh? No. I'm not trying to date you. I'm just saying that's when the rates were that high.
Close.
But it is crazy. But I don't want to dissuade you from looking for that dream home. I don't, because you can still find a house. And I want to ask you both this question because, okay, rates 5.2% or wherever they are now. When you start looking at that payment, the PITI payment, the principal, interest, taxes, insurance, and that is going to be your monthly payment. I honestly don't care if the house is $500,000 or $400,000 or $800,000. What you care about is you know how much money you make per month. You know what's coming in after taxes, after health insurance. What I really care about is what is that monthly payment. That's what we really need to be looking at. What can you afford every month, and not be house poor.
Right.
So even if the rates are at 5.2%, how do you compare that payment on a $400,000 house, let's say, versus renting the same house?
So again, PI, let's talk about principal and interest. At 5%, you're looking at about $2,000 on a $400,000 house.
Yeah.
That's $2,000 a month. Then you have to take into account the interest and taxes.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think, same house, let's compare apples to apples here. Greg, what do you think? Is it cheaper to rent or cheaper to own?
It does depend a little bit on the area.
Yeah.
But I can tell you now, rents are anything from $1,800, $1,900 to whatever you want to really pay. I was looking at some property yesterday for somebody down in the Baldwin Park area, only 2 active rentals. One was $3,500 and one was $5,800.
Wow.
You could buy both those houses for less than that payment.
Absolutely.
If you qualify and if you can get your offer accepted. That's the key, I guess.
Another question, and this is kind of switching gears a little bit, but for both of you, a lot of people are looking to sell their house now, or they're looking to upsize or downsize. I mean, people have kids who are graduating college like you, and we don't need that much space. And the decision has to be made, and the decision is, do I sell this house, or do I keep it as an investment and rent it out with the rates or the rental market as it is? It's very easy to find a renter, and you can charge them a lot of money right now. How do you have that talk with your clients?
Well, basically, when someone comes to me in that situation, I'll say to them, do you want to be a landlord? Because it's more than just saying, I'm renting a house out. You've got to maintain that house, you've got to keep everything looking good, et cetera, et cetera. Is it the rent we're going to obtain for the house, is that going to be profitable for you now? Do you have a mortgage on the property? What sort of payment do you have? You're buying a second home, where are you going to be? I've had owners, oh, we're moving just down the street, we can self-manage the property. That's probably the worst thing to consider. So, to be honest, I always would say to them, if you've got a tax attorney, contact your tax attorney, see what your implications are if you sell the property now, see how it's going to affect your taxes, and then once you've had that discussion, let us have another discussion and see the best foot forward.
But what you do, Greg, is fascinating to me in that you are a traditional real estate agent. You do buy, you do sell, but you do property management also. And a lot of people who say they want to keep that real estate as an investment, they get turned off by that because they don't want to be landlords. And I think that's where you step in on the property management side. Like, how do you ease that burden for me as a landlord?
Well, first of all, what we've got to do is make you feel confident that our services are going to fit with you, and we're going to do a good job and keep your property in the great condition that you've given it to us. Ideally, you don't be worried about anything. You don't, oh gosh, the phone's just ringing. You know, that's my worry. So when I go and take a property on, I'm going to advise you on all the steps, everything we do, what we do, how we do it, and when we do it. And hopefully, all you have to do is sit back and collect your monthly payment. Yes, there's maintenance issues moving forward, and there's certain things you're going to need to do, but the way we educate and coach our owners, it's a very simple process. I have a great team behind me, a great staff, and they get to know everyone individually. It's not, you know, a big company where you get that, you know, phone with a voice message. You get one-on-one service.
And not only do you have a great team, Dee Dee's here as well over there. She's fantastic, and I know she's great, and I know that you guys are responsive because when I saw the emails from Dallas Lehman about setting this up today, she was responsive like that, and I know she's the same way with your clients, with your landlords who you represent. She's like that too.
She is. Dee Dee is actually the go-to person in the company for most people. But not only that, she's the go-to person for the landlord and the tenant. She builds the relationship with the tenant, because without a happy tenant, you're not always going to have a happy landlord.
Right.
And a happy tenant always looks after the house more and tells you when things are going wrong. And Dee Dee builds up the friendship. To honestly, the reviews we get, most of them are due to Dee Dee.
Is that right?
They really are, yeah.
Well, she got a lot of airtime today, that's for sure, Dee Dee. Thanks for being here. But you know, you also, when you look at property management like that, and so I own the house, I want to rent it out, but I want to hire you. Do I still have to deal with the phone call about the refrigerator's not working, the ice machine's not working? As the landlord, what am I dealing with? Or are you really taking over all of that?
We take it all over.
Really?
You don't, in fact, to be honest, if you don't want to receive a phone call, we have an online portal that we use. So we will just go in there and click in, you know, there's some service needed, this is required, there's a repair. You'll see it, you'll go, oh, okay, that's cool. We do anything below $400, we're automatically repair. Because, you know, if you're on vacation in the Bahamas, where you don't want me to call and say, I've got to switch out the sink disposal unit, you know, and you're having a good time. You don't want that. So we will automatically do that.
Right.
If it's a large repair, like we see a lot of these now, the AC system's going down. You know, this is the time of the year we're all starting putting the air on. You know, $4, $5, $6, $7, $10,000. Clearly, we've got to talk to you about that. But then what Dee Dee will do, she'll go straight out, get 3 or 4 estimates for the system, get the best you can, the best unit, the best warranty, and we replace it in that fashion. So you don't need to worry about a thing.
Love it. Love it. And if you have a house, you want to rent it out, Greg is your man. Call us right now, 407-205-0400. I will connect you with him directly. Cost you nothing. Let's talk about what it's like to be a landlord and how you can make some money by doing so. Here's what I want to do. Because, and Vivian, you've been with me for a while now, what, 3 years, 4 years of doing the show, and we've never been in a situation where most of the time when we are showing off properties on the program, they're almost always pending. I mean, it's unbelievable because of this market. However, you have a brand new one on the market right now.
I do. I'm very excited about this
one.
I
cannot wait to show that off. Let's do this. Quick timeout.
Okay.
When we come back, I have 4 properties that are on the market right now that you can see this weekend as you have real estate continues.
Here with my good buddy Carter Burks with Carter Water at a house doing a full house install. Now, we're not in my house, but I do have this system in my house, and I love it. Thank you to Carter Water for what you guys have done for me.
Absolutely.
Not only am I saving money every day, because we're not buying bottled water anymore, Carter, the shower feels totally different now. Why is that?
Well, because you don't have any hardness in your water anymore, Justin. Calcium, magnesium's gone, the chlorine's gone as well. So all you have is good, clean water.
And the cost, I paid $0 up front and literally the cost of a couple of bottles of water per month, and it's amazing. And again, think about all the bottles of water I'm not drinking and my family's not drinking. I mean, we're saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars per month, all while having much better water. Why is the Florida water so bad?
Well, because we come from the Florida aquifer. The aquifer is polluted. It's full of everything we do up here gets down there. Then the city has to hit it with so many chemicals to make it safe to come out to you.
Right. And you know, we have families. I have a family. I feel so much better now that my family's protected from that bad water. I think what people don't understand is when you're bathing, when you're showering in the Florida water, that's also not good for your health.
It's not, because your skin will soak it up. You just don't drink it, you consume it through your body as well.
And what kind of process is that? Is this a several-day deal? You're gonna have to uproot the family, or is this fairly simple?
There's no backhoes or bulldozers involved, I guarantee you. Because our patented technology with NASA and the EPA, it provides good, clean water throughout every single faucet in your home. So whether it's here in the kitchen, in the bathroom, you always are protected with good, clean water.
So when you leave this house today, this family is going to be able to turn that on and drink fresh, clean, healthy water. Is that what you're telling me?
That's it right there.
$0 down, payment plans. You're going to pay so little per month. Do yourself a favor. Call my man Carter Burks with Carter Water today. You will absolutely not regret that decision.
Hi, my name is Dallas Lehman, president of UF Mortgage. There has been a lot of news lately regarding interest rates. The Federal Reserve has spoken recently and reported they are committed to raising rates for the rest of this year and into the next. Now for the good news. Rates are still extremely low. The National Association of Realtors reports consumers should bear in mind that mortgage rates are still historically low. The historic average on a 30-year fixed mortgage is 8%. As we speak, Freddie Mac is averaging rates in the 4s. 2022 can still be your best year to purchase your own home or refinance to a lower rate. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rising rental payments. Call today and let's get started. Your Under One Roof team is always here for you.
Welcome back to the show. It is your favorite part of the show. We get to tour some real estate together. Think of it like going to an open house, but we all do it right here together on television. Greg Mann is here. Greg, pleasure to see you on the program.
Thank you.
Vivian Lehman is here, and Vivian,
Yes.
and shockingly enough, literally during the break, one of the properties went pending. That doesn't mean you can't still see it, but that is the market in which we live right now. Vivian, let me start with you. I know this neighborhood well.
Mm-hmm.
This is a brand new to the market property. Tell me about this.
We just put it on yesterday. It is in Aliqua Lakes, and they are asking $1,499,999 for
Now,
it.
there must be 500 houses in Aliqua Lakes or so. I don't know. I'm guessing. Literally, how many houses are in the market in that neighborhood?
Two.
Two.
Literally. I
what-
am the cheapest one, by the way.
Is
The
that
other
right?
one's 2.3. So.
We don't call it cheap. We call it, what is it? There's a better word.
Less expensive.
It's less expensive. We're
Okay.
less expensive.
Yeah.
But that is a beautiful home.
Oh, it's
one of
absolutely
two
gorgeous.
on the market in this amazing neighborhood. And it's a
Which is
neighborhood.
unheard for in this price point, literally.
A neighborhood that I know you once lived in.
Yes.
A country club community. Two golf courses for one there, though.
That's right.
Right?
You get that
Heathrow
and you get
Aliqua
Heathrow.
Lakes.
Yeah.
When you start thinking about a house that's $1.4, $1.5 million, literally most of us think there's no way I could ever afford that. But if you start looking at it, I mean, you could rent this house for probably $7,000 or $8,000 a month. When you talk about
Easily.
$1.5 million, the payment probably around $7,000, $8,000, something like that.
Easily, yeah.
And-
But you've got a lot of people coming in cash, so you're
Right. That leads me to the next question. How many buyers are you seeing coming in sight unseen from other states?
I'd say at least 50%.
50% of these
50%.
buyers are coming from out of state.
And they're coming in with the cash, believe it or not, because they're selling their home in New York.
Yeah.
And their home was probably smaller, and they shifted all that cash down here.
Unbelievable. How big is this house?
This one is 4,362 square feet, and it sits on almost 3/4 of an acre.
Wow.
It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. It has an additional study and bonus room. It's on a private and lush lot that backs up to the conservation and a lake. It's got an open floor plan, plenty of built-ins, a spacious master suite with his and hers closet, and custom tile in the shower. In the shower, it's massive.
Is that right?
I mean, literally, you could fit a family in there. The roof was recently replaced for $150,000, the tile roof. And that's important in this market because of insurance.
Right.
You're getting a lot of these insurance companies, you know, more on the shingle side. They don't want to see roofs that are less than, you know, 10 years old.
I think the insurance piece is a very important one because we're starting to see weird things happen in Florida when it comes to homeowners insurance, Greg. And I know you're heavily involved in that.
Yes.
People are starting to really feel this pinch from their homeowners insurance skyrocketing. Why is this happening?
Well, basically, if you go back over the last year or a bit longer than that, you started to see a lot of people getting replacement roofs. Mm-hmm. And the vendor would not trick the person into having the insurance payment paid to them, but that's what was happening. So now everyone's paying the piper, basically. Insurance companies are pulling out of Florida left, right, and center. They are, the fees and rates are really high. I've got a house with a tile roof, and unfortunately for me, I've got polybutylene pipe as well. So I get the double whammy. They just go, oh, yeah, we'll call you back, you know. So it's very, very difficult. And this leads on to another interesting topic, if we've got a second to talk about it. When we're listing homes, you know, we didn't used to have a conversation about insurance, but now with a seller, you need to talk to them about it. Hey, you know, that would be a good example. You've listed that house, and it's got the old original roof on. It's probably what, mid-90s house, that one?
2001, yeah.
Okay, and the insurance company comes back and says, hey, roof's too old. You're under contract at full price. It's a $150,000 roof. The seller's going to look at you and say,
I'm not
spending
that.
What are you crazy? But they're going to have to do something, you know. I went to 2 insurance companies recently with documentation from my home, which is a custom-built home. The builder provided me the specs on the roof tile. Both insurance companies said, we don't really care. It's over 20 years old, and that's a tile roof. So,
and tile roofs are very expensive.
They are.
Is my understanding.
Well, $150,000.
I mean, I think what's really going on, and I guess I'm going to offend everyone here, but it's both sides are a little bit scummy, to be honest with you. You have roofing companies who are coming by, knocking on your door saying, hey, we heard there was a storm rolled through last week. We're going to get you a free roof. But then you also have insurance companies who they make money by taking your premiums and they invest in buildings and other things and put the money where that's how they make money, is to try to not pay you for things you should be paid for. And I think that's what really is going on in this state. And your homeowner's insurance is going to go up. It just is. And you know, in some ways, you have to be fortunate to even have insurance right now, because a lot of these companies are absolutely pulling out. They are. Yeah. So that's going to affect your payment monthly on that PITI. The principal, interest, taxes, insurance piece is absolutely going to go up. Taxes as well, as the market is increasing, as the value of your home increases, the property appraiser is going to be a year or 2 behind. But at some point, you're going to look at your tax bill and say, wow, I'm paying more for my taxes as well, because it's based on what your house is worth, you know, at the end of the day. Now, you have another property as well to show us, Greg, or a couple properties. I think one might be pending. Start wherever you wish.
Okay, well, the first one's an active one. Okay. So it's a property
for now. For now.
For now, yeah. It's a property over in Tampa. It's 1252-4 Blazing Star. It's active. It's a 4.3, nearly 2,500 square feet. Built in 2000, so no problems with the roofs and stuff, hopefully. It's very close to Oldsmar. Sits on a beautiful conservation lot. The community has no CDC, so that's money saving for the homeowner. Community pool, basketball courts, walkable neighborhood. We're priced at $665 there. The activity we've had has been unbelievable. Yesterday there was probably 7 to 10 showings in the morning, and again in the afternoon we had multiple showings. So.
And property number 2, where is this?
This property number 2 is actually in Longwood. It's the one that's pending. It's over in the Springs.
I love it.
Great location, 24-hour gated community.
We love the Springs.
This one actually was a townhouse, 4.2.5 end unit, beautiful unit. Wow. The neighborhood boasts a lot of amenities, the natural springs. If you've got a horse, there's stables there. There's community house and pools. So this one was priced at $465. Multiple offers. And finally, the owner chose the best offer of them, I think.
Yeah. Wow, unbelievable. It's amazing how quickly they're leaving the market right now.
It really is.
If you want to see these properties or more, 407-205-0420. I'd be happy to connect you with Greg literally right now. And lastly, Vivian Lehman, one more property to show me.
I do. This is a really cute house. It's a 2-2 in Delaney Park, which is close to...
That's downtown.
That's downtown right there. You're almost 2 blocks from the hospital. You got Dr. Phillips, center there. You could walk to it if you wanted. And this one, it's 1925, but they've totally redone it. The wood floors are throughout the whole home. It's 1,515 square feet. It also has a formal living and a dining room, and they have natural gas piped into the home, which is really nice if you like to cook.
Well, I love natural gas. I mean, you know, I have a flat stove thing, and people make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, I thought you were like this hotshot lawyer guy. Why do you have the flat stove?" I love the natural gas. It makes all the difference in the world, doesn't it?
Your next home, natural gas.
You're going to find it for me, I hope.
Find it.
I get in line with the other 30 people making an offer on it. 407-205-0400. Great job, guys. Vivian, it's always great to see you.
Thank you.
Greg, you're officially part of the family now.
Thank you very much.
You have real estate family at this point. You are doing great work, man. And I know it's tough, that property management is tough, but you know, I don't want to dissuade anyone from being an investor. I mean, that real estate that you have, think about it. Look back 10 years. What was your property worth then? What's it worth now? I mean, real estate is a fantastic way to make money. I really do, especially with the volatility of the stock market. The tech stocks are like out of control, going down quickly. I love real estate, especially I love real estate in this state. I am bullish on Florida. Greg, man, excellent work today. Vivian Lehman, thank you so much. Most importantly, thank you for joining me today and every single weekend here on You Have Real Estate. Any questions at all? You want to get pre-qualified right now, Dallas Lehman is there. 407-205-0400. I am Justin Clark, and I'll see you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
I'm here with Stephen Bader, the COO of IQ Power Solar. Steve, as you know, I went solar at my house with IQ Power Solar. Thank goodness that I did. There are a lot of door-knocking companies out there. There are a lot of these sales organizations that pretend to do solar. They are not IQ Power Solar. What separates you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an exciting industry and a lot of people are getting into it, and that's a good thing, right, for the most part. No one says, oh, I want to just put as many panels on the roof. That's not a good investment. We understand home energy, we understand how to get the best return on your investment, and we understand that at the end of the day, you're not buying a solar system. No one says, I can't wait to get up and look at my system. You're buying an outcome, so that's what we focus on. We focus on an outcome, a promise, someone hold accountable for that promise, and you know, a 40-year commitment to it. So that's what we do.
Really what made us switch to solar was our electric bill was insane. It was $600–700 a month. What made me choose IQ Power was I had a bunch of people obviously come knock on my door, and I just went through and did some research on it. I liked that they were all under one contract. It wasn't multiple contractors. Everything was handled through the same individual, and they knocked everything out in a timely manner and really worked it out for us. They had the best warranties and guarantees in the business, and my wife really liked that. They were fantastic to work with.
Thank you for what you did for me and my family, Steve. IQ Power Solar. Do yourself a favor. Give IQ Power Solar a call today. You will not regret that decision.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Do you want to feature your home for free on our show? My name is Vivian Lehman with You Have Realty, and we've come up with a comprehensive marketing strategy to get your home sold quickly. Whether buying or selling, we have all the resources for your real estate transaction: builder, insurance, title, mortgage, and we might even know Justin Clark. All under one roof. Call us at 407-205-0400.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.